Hey Eagles, welcome back to another semester of the Avion. I'm Chloe Kristovich.
And I'm Kyle Navarro, and man, am I glad to be back.
I have been dreaming of this day. Well, not really, but I'm still so excited to be here for another semester sharing all sorts of facts with my fellow Eagles.
Facts about sharks, maybe?
Well, yes, but I mean facts like campus activities, sports updates, and local and industry news.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, we also talked a lot about the weather, too, especially since last semester was hurricane season for most of the time.
Well, weather predictions aren't really facts, but our resident meteorologist, Jillian, is pretty trustworthy, right?
I guess we'll have to find out. Let's hear from Jillian to get the latest on this week's weather.
Hey Eagles, hope your week is off to a great start. Temperatures across the board, 30s dominating most of the north, and back home we're in our 50s along with most of the south. And the temperatures right now, 52 degrees with a relatively low dew point, so not too much moisture in the air, nice dry weather. But look at this wind, 19 miles an hour out of the north-northwest, and that's all because of this low pressure system that's been hanging off the coast, but that's eventually going to be pushed off by this high pressure system that makes its way through Wednesday into Thursday, and that's going to keep our temperatures fluctuating between the 50 and 60 degree range throughout most of the week. Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, still in those 50s and 60s, and that's going to stay the same all the way until about Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday our temperatures are going to be warming up, and then into Monday we're going to be tracking another cold front that's going to be making its way on through.
Thanks, Jillian. It'll definitely be nice to have a few warm days after it's been cool for so long.
I'll tell you what, one thing I noticed about the first couple weeks of classes is how often the temperature changes.
Oh yeah, last weekend was really warm, but it got cooler again for sure.
I went from being at the beach on one day to wearing multiple layers and a sweatshirt the next day. But at least the sun comes out occasionally.
This past weekend in Phoenix, it was really sunny and nice too.
Nice. It seems like you had a pretty busy weekend, but how are classes?
Definitely keeping me busy. It is my last semester, but I still have a lot to study and a lot to learn.
Wow, Kyle's last semester. You're kind of old. I'm just kidding. I only have one more semester than you, so I guess we're both old.
Well, enough about that. Let's move on to what's happening around campus this week.
Oh yeah, let's hear from our campus reporter, Jacob, to hear about this week's campus activities.
Thanks, Kyle and Chloe, and happy February, Eagles. We hope you had an awesome time over family weekend and are ready for another exciting week on campus. Starting off today, Herff Jones will be selling class rings in the Union from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And on Thursday, Student Union Operations will be hosting Peppy Hour at 3:30. Now, last week they had a tower building competition, and I personally am looking forward to what surprise they have in store this time. Later that day at 8:30, Touch and Go will be showing the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie in the Instructional Center Auditorium. And on Friday, this week's Skyline Social will feature painting on the Starbucks deck at 5:30. That's all I've got for you this week. Back over to the studio.
Thanks, Jacob. You know, in all the time I've been here, I haven't been to Peppy Hour yet, but I feel like I'd have a lot of fun.
Seems like you should check it out. I know I will.
You know what I should really check out more though, Kyle?
What's that, Chloe?
Embry-Riddle hockey games. I know how much you love them, so of course I had to bring them up.
You know me so well. Have you been to a game yet this semester?
I've been to one. It was pretty fun, and I guess since we're on the topic of sports, I wonder what else is going on.
Yeah, let's go over to our not-so-rookie sports reporter, David, to hear what's going on in the world of sports on and off campus.
What's going on? My name is David Allgood, and I'm just your normal sports reporter now. This week at Embry-Riddle, catch some of the action on the ice as the men's hockey team has officially begun their winter season. Both the men's and women's basketball teams carry on their season with plenty of games ahead to come. Even though the weather outside is beginning to warm up, the indoor track season has begun before eventually shifting outside and having our athletes performing exceptional feats of resilience and strength. In the greater world of sport, the Super Bowl matchup is set for a rematch between the Chiefs and 49ers. Usher will provide the halftime entertainment, and fans will be on the edge of their seats to see if Taylor Swift, the Chiefs, can add another ring to their impressive run, or if Brock Purdy can go from Mr. Irrelevant to a Super Bowl champion. Tune in this weekend. That's all from me, Eagles, for your first sports update of the new year. Remember to stay classy.
Hey, that's right. The Super Bowl is coming up. Who are you rooting for?
Well, you know, I am from the West Coast, so the 49ers are kind of my team.
Well, you know me. I gotta root for Taylor Swift's boyfriend's team, especially after she announced a new album.
Well, that's no surprise. What is surprising, though, is the lack of a shark fact so far.
Well, Kyle, with the new semester, I'm trying something new. Shark of the Week.
How's that work?
Well, I give a fact about a specific shark, and you guys get to guess the shark.
I see. Well, it's a good thing I touched up on my shark knowledge over break then, but I actually won't be the one guessing.
That's right, we're letting you guess the shark for the week.
All you have to do is scan the QR code or click the link below to submit your guess. The winning shark will be announced in next week's episode.
This week's Shark of the Week is my personal favorite shark, and is sometimes referred to as a mackerel or fox shark, and it uses its tail as its main weapon against prey.
Good luck guessing.
Definitely tune in next week to get the answer and a new Shark of the Week.
I think that's all we have time for this week, Chloe.
Yeah, we still have classes to go to.
Can't be late to those. Have a great week, Eagles. I'm Kyle Navarro.
And I'm Chloe Kristovich. See you next week for another episode of the Avion.